Hola, baditos, ¿cómo estamos? Welcome to Mel's Magic Official. I'm Magic Mel. This is Charles, and welcome to episode 3 of season 12, the last season of this cycle. Amazing. I'm very proud of myself. I hope you're doing well. You're my Saturday night date. I'm happy I put out the shout out about supporting Mel's Magic Official regarding the branding. I'm really excited about it to have like a logo, a funky logo, a banner, an outro, an animated logo. Yeah, if you don't know what I'm talking about, check out my last episode. If you want to support me, the details are in the description box below. Okay, I'm going to stumble over my words. What else happened? I went to a wellness fair today, and it's funny because, I post my videos also on this local healing platform, and I walked into the expo and I actually recognized people, from their posts, and people recognize me and they're like, "Oh my God, Magic Mel, you're so easily recognizable," because I had my hat. I basically rock up like I rock up here. And I'm like, yeah, that's me. And then I saw this foot reflexologist. And I thought, damn, it would be nice to have a foot massage. I haven't had that for ages. And my friend's like, why don't you check if there's a space in that list? You have to write down your name and your telephone number. I thought, well, it's 4:30. The expo closes at 5. Maybe I'm still lucky. And I went to the list and I saw, oh my God, somebody had tachat, how do you say, striked out their name, and there was literally a space left for me, like instant manifestation. And I told my friend, and we kind of went over the whole incident, and we're like, hey, yeah, manifestation can be that easy. So to sum it up, how it works, there's no resistance. When I drove to the expo, I told myself, you know what, universe, I am releasing just any resistance, any worries. I'm just letting it go. I just want to flow. Spirit guides, you guide me. I'm rolling, I'm flowing, and I'm open for abundance. And literally, so I already arrived at the expo with this premise, like being open to receive. And when I voiced my wish, I was open to receive a reflection message, which was my friend telling me, why don't you just check? Well, my friend is like the universe channeling through her. So I did check, I took action. And voila. Taking aligned action is important, guys. Setting an intention, opening ourselves up, setting the intention to receive, being open to receiving the messages, being present enough. And when inspiration strikes, when we get the nudging, take that aligned action. Because without the action, it's, action for action's sake doesn't work. That's like old paradigm. That's how we exhaust ourselves. That's how we make ourselves tired, how we deplete our outer resources and our inner resources. However, it doesn't mean that we're totally always in yin mode and just zenning out. The beauty of manifesting in this dimension is that we're able to consciously, actively participate through our own actions also, no? That's why things take a little bit longer to move matter, but the joy in experiencing our manifestation is doubled because we realize it comes from our own actions. It's not just falling from heaven, which is happening faster now. As we ascend, as our frequency raises, meaning we are encouraged to be more in the frequency of love, of joy, all of the good stuff. Things manifest quicker in that frequency because it is literally a higher frequency. It goes faster. Well, that was my 2 cents on today. It just reminded me like, oh, it can be that effortless. It was a reminder of effortless manifestation, joyful, easeful manifestation. Because sometimes, we hear like, okay, effortless manifestation. How does that actually work? There are certain steps. So I encourage you to try it out, especially on subjects that don't bring up this massive resistance in you. So if money is a big issue with you, or love, maybe keep those subjects that you already know, you might carry a lot of resistance. Start with something easy. Like for me today, like thinking about a massage there's no resistance really. I'm just like, bring it on, I don't have conflicting ideas or beliefs in myself about that. So try it out, guys, because We are powerful manifestors, and the universe wants us to become conscious of that, because the universe wants to become conscious through us. We are like the neurons of planet Earth and the neurons of the mind of the all of the universe. So us becoming conscious makes everything more joyful, because we realize, like, oh, I don't have to struggle. I don't have to fight. I don't have to compete. I can literally tap into my own resourcefulness, my own channel of abundance, and manifest from that easeful state. So, yeah, we're getting back into that. We're learning. And you know that on Men's Magic Official, I encourage you to become sovereign, to empower yourself, to heal yourself, so that you can access that state where you can create. And that state has very much to do with a state of being whole and feeling safe. We spoke about regulating our nervous system in last episode, how important it is for us to be in a regulated state. Not in survival mode, not in fight, flight, freeze, not in those highly activated states of anger or frustration or rage or aggression or stress or fear or grief. I mean, they're all part of the human experience, and they can all be a gift. Everything is, I'm hesitant to use the word good, but everything has its purpose, even the lower vibrations, because we cannot exist without the contrast. No, however, we're being encouraged to really be conscious and choose the higher ones. What feels better? What is more easeful? What is more joyful? What is more loving? Because we realize how our vibration affects the rest. Your keynote vibration, whatever you carry within you, whatever you're emitting, you are projecting and thus creating in your outer life. So I went off at a bit of a tangent, but all to say that creation can become joyful once we know how we operate, once we know how our body works, how our mind works, how our emotions work together with our mind to manifest. It can become a joyful process. And we're at the stage where most of us, or a lot of us, have done such tremendous work in terms of healing ourselves, integrating our shadow aspects, our rejected parts, that looking back, we're able to see everything that has happened, the pain, the suffering, as the gold, the alchemical gold, a gift and a blessing. Because if you've drawn the lesson out of the pain and the suffering, then you are wise. You are infinitely wiser now than before. You know how to choose now, because you know how that pain of resistance or suffering is and what it causes for yourself and for others. So to be at a point where you can look back and bless your journey is really, it's next level. It really is next level, because it's beyond judgment. We see that the pain had its purpose, and that it was even a blessing, because without the pain we wouldn't be able to appreciate the good, appreciate the joy, or even access the joy. The suffering probably has also broken your heart open to be more compassionate, to be really more loving in the wider sense. So grief, heartbreak, all of these tremendously painful experiences in the larger scheme of things serve us. Abraham Hicks always says, everything always works out for the highest. I mean, it really is like that if we take that higher vantage point that goes beyond the duality and beyond good and bad, and transcends basically the polarity, no? From that vantage point, you see that it is all a process of learning, of getting to know ourselves, what serves us, what doesn't serve us, what hurts, what is painful, and what leads us to well-being. what serves our expansion and what contracts us, how fear feels like and how it is activating, and what the repercussions are of actions that stem from fear or beliefs that stem from fear. It's all a learning process from that bigger perspective. Of course, when we're in the thick of things, it's painful as hell. We can't see, we can't see the end of the tunnel. But I guess, this also helps if you're overwhelmed looking at what is happening outside, and you might say, there's only crisis out there, to have this larger vantage point, to know that at the end of the day, it's serving us, because we will draw the lessons, painful lessons, and we will choose differently, because we literally cannot continue in the old way. It's all just playing out now in very harsh ways so that we can make those choices, so that we can become aware and conscious of what is really not serving us anymore, what is really just hurting you and me and all of us. So it's a painful process, but we need to really see the further picture and see the end of the tunnel. We're going to come out of this more enlightened, literally, carrying more light and more compassion. My intention for this episode was to pull a thematic card for you from the Sacred Power deck. I'm calling it thematic card because, the booklet, it expands quite a lot on each of these themes. So it's not an oracle card. Well, maybe it's somewhere between an oracle and a thematic guidance card system. Oh, guys, it's late here. I'm stumbling on my words. Forgive me. I'm just human. Vamos, let's pull this card for you. I'm connecting with your Asga team. Today is Saturday, 18th of November. Well, let's just pull for right now. What is the theme most applicable, resonant for you in this point in time? I'm gonna say yeah. Well, it's up to you to decide how it resonates. You got to discern what part of the message is for you. How does it apply to your particular life situation? Let's see what the message is. Thank you so much, the angel, spirit guides, ancestors. I'm telling you, we're getting channeled messages more and more. If you're interested in channeled messages by the angels, check out Ann Tucker's Friday channeled messages. They're amazing. Like, she literally connects with the angelic frequency and downloads these poem-like messages of encouragement from the angels. And they are telling us, hold on tight. It gets darkest before it gets light again. All of these messages, these metaphors have deeper meaning. Okay, 2 cards came out. Vamos allá. Unconditional love. Didn't we just talk about this? Unconditional love. Having primarily unconditional love for ourselves, in our humanity, in our journey through the so-called, what we might perceive as mistakes or missteps, or our going off the pista, off alignment and coming back, all of that serves us. Having unconditional love, meaning non-judgmental compassion for our own emotions, all of them, the lower ones, the higher ones, which are just on a spectrum. Love and hate is actually very much the same frequency. It's just one end on either spectrum. No, it's the same spectrum, but one of each ends, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, so it's very close. Love can quickly spiral into hate. So to go beyond that, to go beyond the judgment of it's hate or love, it's good or bad, is unconditional love. It's compassion, even for those aspects that we might dislike inside of us or outside of us. Unconditional love also involves forgiveness, forgiving ourselves, forgiving the other person, not forgetting the mistakes, learning from them, but recognizing that hurt people, that underneath maybe the aggression or the hatred or the resentment lies hurt, and that we can empathize with that. Not allow behavior that perpetuates aggression, like directly against us, but to accept that each one is playing out their own karma, is making their own choices. That we can love them from afar, from this higher vantage point. I don't mean in an arrogant way, but literally in the sense that everyone is on his journey, and that it's up to us personally, individually, to choose on our own journey and to leave others without judgment. That is what I see as unconditional love. And to know also that we are loved. We are divine beings, immensely loved by God, the higher power, source, the universe. And that we are creatures of love, that we are innately wired for love. That we're not innately wired for aggression or for competition or for greed. That is a mistake. That is a false label. That is what the system has brought out in us. A system that has fostered segregation, division, poverty, disempowerment, enslavement. It was the system, the environment that brought those aspects out in us. But deep down, we are loving beings. Our nature, our essence is love. So can we connect back to that for ourselves and for others? Can you connect back with that? Let me know how that resonates. The other one is Rainbow Dragon. Funky. I like this. Goes well with Charles, kind of the brush strokes here. Okay, I know this one. You know, Rainbow Dragons are emblems of luck. This one in particular is encouraging you to see on this card which color resonates most with you. Which vibration? Is it the blue? Is it the purple? Is it the yellow? Let me know. I'm going to look it up here because I know that each color has a specific message for you. Okay, so for example, if you are attracted to, okay, first make your color choice. Bah, I'll give you 2 seconds or 3. 1, 2, 3. Done? Okay. So earth, pink, purple, grounding, nature, practical life cycles, balance and harmony. Okay, so if you've been attracted to pink, purple, this is what you should go after. So maybe you need some more grounding, be more in nature, create some balance and harmony by going out, grounding yourself in nature. Yeah? Okay, next, air, white. Breath and meditation, clarity of consciousness. So you're encouraged to go back to your breath, to do some breath work, to do meditation that involves your breath, and to then gain clarity of consciousness, because our breath is very much a reflection of our consciousness and of our state of being. If we're highly activated, our breath is usually shallow, no? So how are you breathing? Use your breath. Next one is blue, water. Accessing and freeing emotion, truth and expression. Are you connecting with your emotions? Are you repressing them? Are you allowing them to be there? Are you releasing them? Don't hold them in. They're going to cause dis-ease. Truth and expression. Blue is all about throat chakra. Are you speaking your voice? You know, it's a day and age where we're all trying to find our voice. And in the process, we may be trying to say that my truth goes against your truth, that my truth is more valid than your truth. No, we all have a different perspective. Can we hold space for different truths? Can I hold space for my truth and your truth? You know, I like to put the connection word and, to be strong and vulnerable, to be loving and have boundaries. You know, it doesn't have to be this either or anymore. So can you access your own truth? Can you voice it? Can you speak it? Can you accept it? But also allow someone else's truth to be there? Can you hold that much of space? That's the question. Okay, if you were attracted to red or orange, it's all about fire and connecting with your passion. When we talk about effortless manifestation, if you're connected to your passion, you don't need to generate, like, dig for the energy so much. Like, for example, Mel's Magic Official is one of my passion projects. I don't have to force myself to sit down and record the videos. It just comes out of me. It lights me up. The energy is there. I flow with it. And that's how easy manifestation can be. If I wouldn't want to make these videos, I'd be forcing myself, coercing myself, resisting, and it's just so much more draining if we go against our passion. If we go align with our passion, the energy is already there. You just need to allow it to come through. So question is, are you connected to your passion? What is your passion? Are you discovering them? Are you curious about them? And are you living them out as a gift to yourself and others? Question mark. Okay, last one. Purple. If you were attracted to purple, then it's all about spirit and placing you on your life direction, harmonizing yin-yang energies, the emergence of one with spiritual law, identifying patterns and rules governing life, creation, awareness, and higher frequency. So it all has to do with connecting with your spirituality. How is that going? What are your personal practices? Are you balancing your energies in this time of ascension, your masculine energy and your feminine energy, regardless of your gender? We all have them. Okay. Are you connecting with your purpose, your gift, your mission? Is very much spiritual. Now remember, we are spiritual beings incarnate. This is just a vessel. Our spirit goes on. And you will feel so much more energized if you're aligned with, if you allow your spirit to shine through your human body, your human incarnation. Yeah, that's really what alignment is about. No, aligning our voice with our truth and our emotions, aligning our work with our passion, aligning our mission with our spiritual purpose, aligning our body with its needs. It's all about alignment. No, it's a big word. It encompasses a lot, but yeah, you check what resonated with you depending on the color that you chose. Okay, and the rainbow dragon is encouraging you to be bold. Fortune favors the bold, and to align yourself with your truth, with your authentic self, your authentic feelings, your authentic wants, your authentic desires, because you're going to make life easier for you and for everyone else, because what is in your highest isn't the highest of everyone. Yeah. Allora, bandidos. That was that. I had a technical glitch. I think the computer is tired and I'm getting a bit sleepy too. I hope this was useful to you. Let me know. Thank you for being here on this journey of Mel's Magic Official. Thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. You know you can support me by becoming a Patreon, where I'm posting extra material and we're forming a beautiful tribe there. Et voilà. If you're interested in tarot readings, in coaching, the details are in the description box below. And again, there was a special shout out because I'm looking to rebrand Mel's Magic Official, to put a logo, an intro and outro. If you feel so inclined and want to make this gift exchange of $85, then I can do my branding and I can read the cards for you or give you a coaching session. So all of the details are in the description box below, guys. I love you lots. Charles and I've got your back, and stay cool, stay grounded, soothe yourself, nourish yourself, love yourself in the biggest sense of the word. Okay? Ciao, bandidos. See you super soon. Ciao.